Well, good morning. Welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Wolak. We're here each and every day at 8 a.m. to get our juices going, to start creating our life the way we want. And so what really came to me today was this idea that if we don't set the intention for our life, if we don't consciously begin to create our life right now, someone else will. Someone else will create that intention for us. And so our job is what? To create an intention. What is it you want to experience today? Here's a good question. What one thing can I do today that will lead to a more expansive life? That's a pretty simple thing, isn't it? Just one thing. What one thing can I do today to lead to a more expansive life? And one of the things, most people don't take time to think that. Most people just allow the day to happen to them. And when we allow the day to happen to us, guess what happens? We become victims of the day instead of being the conscious creators of the day. And conscious creators of the day means we can set an intention that no matter what happens today, you're going to find the balance. You're going to be able to see life through the eyes of the divine. Yeah, you're going to be able to see that. So you're going to take control of your life. It's like, what was it the other day? On Friday, I got a notice from the Internal Revenue Service. And it said, hey, you made a mistake in your 2019 taxes. I didn't panic. I just called up my accountant. And I sent the paperwork to my accountant. And I'm allowing it to unfold the way it is because my accountant did it. So I know that everything that we did is legit. There seems to be just a misunderstanding. So I've set a conscious intention not to let that bother me, but rather to let it unfold in the perfect way. In the past, that would not have been my case. Normally in the past, because I used to do my own taxes. Oh my God, a letter from the IRS. Oh no. Now, no big thing. Renee says it's going to be 80 in Michigan. Someone sound the trumpets. I mean, it's April and it's going to be 80 in Michigan. People aren't going to know what to do. They're just going to get confused because I lived in Michigan for 29 years. I know Michigan. Never 80 in April. It's always gray until around July. I'm exaggerating a little bit. Where were we? We were talking about setting intention today. So think about an area of your life that you want to see expanded. An area of life that you'd like to become more. Area of your life where you'd like to have a different experience. Then ask the question, what one thing can I do today that will allow me to have that? You see, we forget. We think once we get into spirituality that we can just think it, feel it, and that type, and talk about it. No, you got to act. In fact, my talk yesterday that I did at Sunday was all about taking inspired action. And that says, I set an intention every night when I go to bed and I sleep very well. That's great that you're setting an intention to sleep well. What intention did you set for today, the daytime? That's another question. Setting an intention to sleep well, that's a good intention. A lot of people don't sleep well. I don't know why, I have an intention that I wake up at 4:30 every day. And I do know why. That's my sacred time. Early in the morning is when I feel tapped in. I feel connected. So I don't mind. I don't mind waking up early and being in the stillness and the quiet of the house. No dog, no bird, no wife, no children, no distractions, no phone, no internet, no nothing. Just stillness. How many of you can just be in the stillness? That's a good question. Most of us have been conditioned out of the ability to be in stillness. We've got to have distraction. I know my father, when my father was alive, he had to have the television on all the time. All the time. So Joy says she's setting an intention to buy the farm that they're renting. So Joy, what one action can you do today to get that? To make it happen? I'm going to make a suggestion. Go buy a pair of overalls. Because isn't that what farmers wear? I don't know. But that's a simple action, isn't it? Yeah, Zoe said, I set an intention to meditate with you, and she made it today. Yes, she did. I love that intention. Meditation is the best thing in the world. And when you're meditating with people, here's why meditating with a group of people is important. Because you establish accountability. Whether you tell them you're going to be there every day, you know that on that Zoom call, your name appears and other people will notice if you're there and other people will notice if you're not there. And you know what? As humans, we need to have accountability. We need to have accountability partners because it makes us hold to what we say we're going to hold to instead of just wishing and dreaming. You know how you daydream? Daydreaming doesn't come true. You want people in your life. You want your friends to hold you accountable. That's what you want. You want friends to hold you accountable. Why would you have friends that didn't hold you accountable? Those are not friends. Friends want to see you expand and grow, and they're willing to support you as you expand and grow. So I got Joy talking in. Lori agrees with that. Well, amen. The question I want to ask is, what are you going to do today, Lori? See, we're studying together. We're studying this stuff together. Every day we're studying it. Now the question is, yeah, Zoe got it. Zoe mentioned yesterday when I was talking like this in my morning talk that someone left early. And they were only in for like 13 minutes. Well, that was Zoe. Because I even mentioned it. Look, it was an inspiration to her. Being held accountable. IRS, intention to receive serenity. Look at Nicole finding positive ways to look at things. Not positive ways. Other ways to look at it. I don't like the word positive and negative. I don't like it. You know why? Because what's positive? I don't know. I have no clue what's positive. It depends on the perspective in which you're looking at it. What's negative? I don't know. Depends on the perspective you're looking at it. It may be very negative for you, but it may be positive for me, depending on what is our dream. Here's the key thing. We started off the day with what intention have you set for the day? What new thing are you going to do today to take you closer to what you desire to be and have an experience? If you haven't set that intention, then your day becomes a reaction to everything that's happening to you. And when you're reacting, you're totally out of control. And at the end of the day, you go, I'm tired. You're tired because you're not doing what you want. Take a few moments today and say, hey, today, this is what I'm going to do. This is going to make me a greater expansive person, experience a greater life. That's what's important. An expansive life. Stop reliving your life over and over again, because if you do that, you're actually setting the timer on death to go faster. Because the soul's purpose is to expand. And when the ego and the body are no longer serving the soul's desire to expand, the soul will release the body and the mind. It will start the decay process. I share that because I find that people say, Lee, you don't look your age, you look young. You know why I look young? because I'm doing what I love. I'm expanding every day. I can't wait to expand. Today, as soon as I'm done with you, I'm going to the gym where I'm going to set a new record in what I lift. Why do I want to set it? Because I want to be stronger so I can be and do what I want more of. I plan on hiking in June with my friend Naranjan. He goes to me the other day. He said to me yesterday, he says, I'm going to see Claire next week, my granddaughter who's 3. He says, well, are you able to sit on the ground? I said, what do you mean am I able to sit on the ground? Well, you had a hip replacement. What do you mean sit on the ground? I said, I sit on the ground. I can sit anywhere. Hell, I'm walking 3 miles a day. I'm doing 30 minutes on the elliptical. I can do 30 minutes on the stair climber. I do everything. A lot of people think you have surgery, you can't do things. No, you can fully recover and do anything you want. I set that intention. I set the intention that I could hike easily and effortlessly in the Himalayas. Renee's kicking ass today, she says. I'm glad I'm not next to Renee. I don't want my ass kicked. I'm joking. Anyway, I put it out there. You are responsible for your expansion. And the quickest way to expand is take an action today in the direction of the expansion that you desire, not someone else desires, you desire. Then it'll be a meaningful day. So with that in mind, I'm going to say, hey, go create your great day. And know, if no one tells you it, I will. I love you and I accept you just like you are. Aloha, everybody.